Have you ever seen a truck driver make the most unbelievable moves on the road? Watch as reckless driving and intense road rage lead to shocking situations. From near-miss crashes to heated confrontations, these moments will leave you stunned. Number 25. Firstly, two truck drivers struggled to stay patient on snowy roads. Instead of slowing down and staying calm, their frustration takes over. Tensions rise, and in a shocking moment, their impatience leads to a slow-speed crash. A simple situation turned into an avoidable mistake. Number 24. Next, we see a truck driver stopped right on the train tracks, fully aware of the oncoming train. Instead of moving, he waves his hands, trying to signal it like it's just another car. The massive train speeds forward, unstoppable. A reckless decision that turns into a terrifying moment. Number 23. This is absolute madness on the road. We see a tractor trailer cruising in the right lane on I-95 South in St. Augustine, Florida. Suddenly, another semi carrying 60,000 pounds of sand swerves from the adjacent lane and slams into it, flipping violently. The impact is so strong that the cabin detaches. The trapped driver survives but suffers serious injuries. Number 22. Moving on, we see a horrifying crash in Atlanta. A car speeds down the highway, but a semi-truck suddenly blocks its path. In a split second, the impact sends the car flipping violently. Metal twists, glass shatters. It's a devastating scene that leaves everyone stunned by the sheer force of the crash. Number 21. Next, we will discuss a tragic event at Macau's F3 World Cup final. As the race continues to pick up speed, calamity strikes. Automobiles clash with one another at high speed, sending glass flying in all directions. The impact is devastating, resulting in numerous people suffering from severe injuries. A shocking moment that took everyone by surprise. Number 20. In addition, we observe a horrifying collision. A truck traveling in the same direction is abruptly hit by an Audi speeding ahead. The car flips over several times due to the force of the impact. A pedestrian barely escapes disaster, just inches from being caught in the wreckage. Number 19. What happened next will shock you. A driver loses control and crashes into a police car. The impact is severe, and he's immediately charged with attempted murder. Despite missing a wheel, the car keeps moving, looking battered but not completely wrecked. Amazingly, it still manages to stay balanced on all terrains. Number 18. However, we see a driver make a costly mistake, confusing reverse and drive. The car suddenly rushes forward, crashing into anything in its path. The scene quickly turns into a disorder as metal crumples and glass breaks. A small mistake leads to a surprising moment of disaster. Number 17. Furthermore, a Mercedes driver suddenly cut in front of a semi-truck. The truck honks, but instead of staying calm, the driver gets angry. He leans forward, looking furious, trying to act tough. His reaction is so extreme that it turns the whole situation into something unbelievable. Number 16. You've never seen anything like this. We see a reckless pickup truck driver make a dangerous move. Instead of waiting, he drives straight into oncoming traffic to take a left turn. Cars swerve, horns blare, and disaster is only seconds away. A careless decision that puts everyone on the road at serious risk. Number 15. Next, a terrifying moment unfolds. The car in front suddenly stops, forcing the truck behind to slam on the brakes. There's no time to react. The truck crashes into the car. Within seconds, flames erupt, turning the scene into a fiery disaster. A split-second mistake with deadly consequences. Number 14. Let's talk about another expert. A driver who is out of control causes a surprising accident. A truck speeding down the road abruptly flips over and smashes into two cars. Both vehicles are stuck below, but no one suffered any significant injuries. This was a moment of carelessness that may have resulted in a disaster. Number 13. Up next, another shocking road rage accident in Texas. Two cars speed side by side, but neither driver backs down. In a split second, they collide, refusing to stop. Instead of slowing down, they keep pushing forward until one car jumps over the partition line, leading to a brutal crash. Number 12. In other words, a reckless highway stunt. A car speeds wildly, ignoring every lane. The truck driver, also caught in road rage, refuses to slow down. In a shocking moment, the car veers off-road, racing dangerously close to a heavy truck. Number 11. You won't want to miss this. It is a wild road rage fight in California. A PT Cruiser driver gets angry at a pickup truck and waves to get his attention. Words are exchanged, and then things escalate. At a red light, the PT driver blocks the truck. Furious, the pickup truck driver charges at him, and tensions explode. Number 10. Next, a driver who took road rage to a terrifying new level. A truck was speeding down the road when a sharp turn appeared. Instead of slowing down, the driver insanely kept going at full speed. The truck lost balance and flipped over badly. But the driver, sensing danger, smartly jumped out in time, escaping with only minor scratches and a dislocated joint. Number 9. Equally important, a disaster is almost certain when you try to overtake a massive truck from the wrong side, just like this driver who made a risky move only to end up in a brutal crash. The truck swerved, the car lost control, and within seconds, destruction. Number 8. A shocking twist you won't believe. A powerful car was speeding illegally on the wrong side of the road, but an insane truck driver with sharp instincts forced the reckless driver to back off. It was a battle of power and control. Number 7. On top of that, a woman had the scare of her life when her car suddenly fell into a massive sinkhole in southern Brazil. Incredibly, she survived with only minor injuries. Maybe her car just wanted a little break, but this shocking moment could have ended in disaster. Number 6. In contrast, this trucker went completely crazy. He hurled insults at the window after getting mad at a semi-truck driver. But he wasn't done. He returned with a metal stick, smashing the windshield and throwing objects. The truck driver had no choice but to flee. The damage was so bad, he never drove a semi again. Number 5. Get ready for some wild road rage revenge. Watch closely as a reckless pickup truck forces a red car out of its lane. But the red car driver isn't letting it slide. They strike back most shockingly. This level of recklessness is beyond dangerous. Number 4. Who will win this road rage showdown? A semi-truck driver and a car driver go head-to-head, neither willing to back down. They collide, pushing forward in pure anger, but in the end, both suffer heavy damage. This is the kind of reckless rage that turns roads into battlefields. Number 3. This wasn't just reckless, it was pure insanity. Stuck in traffic, this guy delivered a perfect example of street justice. Some impatient drivers tried overtaking from the opposite lane and shoulder, but a truck blocked their way to keep the road safe. That's when a furious man in a yellow shirt stormed out with a bat to confront the trucker. But other truckers didn't appreciate his rage. They joined forces to teach him a lesson he'll never forget. Number 2. Road rage is taken to the next level. It was a crazy showdown on the road. A stubborn car driver refused to move, blocking a massive semi-truck. But the truck driver, using pure skill and patience, passed without forcing the car out of the way. It was a masterclass in handling road rage without aggression. Number 1. Finally, you'll be shocked by what happens next. This guy had no idea how to handle road rage. As a Toyota driver tried reversing out of a parking spot, a hesitant Mini driver suddenly noticed it in his rearview mirror. Instead of waiting, he jumped out and aggressively kicked the Toyota's bumper. At first, the Toyota driver was willing to let it slide, but then came the ultimate payback. Think these truck drivers were fearless or just completely reckless? From wild road rage to shocking stunts, this was one intense ride. Let us know in the comments, who was the craziest of them all? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insane road moments. Stay tuned for the next unbelievable showdown. You won't want to miss it.